Imagine the entire world trembling at your feet. But when you look in the mirror, you're terrified of the man staring back. Mike Tyson had every single thing you've been told to chase: the wealth, the status, and the raw power to instill fear. Yet he was starving for peace. Why? Because his most brutal war wasn't fought in a ring. It was waged inside his own head. The beast that made him a king was the same monster eating him alive from the inside. If you feel like your own mind has become your greatest enemy, this lesson from Tyson will shatter your perspective. And then it will set you free. Module 1. The Illusion of Control. The quote, "Everyone has a plan till they get punched in the mouth." We spend months obsessing over the perfect strategy, the perfect career move, the perfect workout, the perfect life. But Mike reminds us that reality doesn't care about your spreadsheets. Life is going to hit you hard. Resilience isn't about having a plan that never fails. It's about what you do the moment that plan falls apart. When the punch comes, the layoff, the breakup, the setback, don't panic. That's when the real version of you is born. Module 2. The Definition of Discipline. The quote, "Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but nonetheless doing it like you love it." Most people think discipline is a chore. They wait for a spark of motivation that never stays. But the warrior's secret is different. You don't do the work because you feel like it. You do it because it's who you are. You take the thing you dread, the early morning, the difficult task, the deep focus, and you perform it with the grace of someone who loves the struggle. When you stop negotiating with your feelings, you start winning. But discipline is only half the battle. To truly find peace, you have to understand the fire that fuels you. Module 3. The Fire of Fear. The quote, "Fear is like fire. It can be helpful if you know how to use it. If not, you'll get burned." We're taught to run from fear, to seek comfort zones at all costs. But fear isn't your enemy. It's energy. In the ring, Mike felt the same fear as his opponents, but he used it to stay sharp, to stay fast. In your life, that anxiety you feel before a big presentation or a life change is just fuel. Don't let it sit and burn your house down. Channel it into your performance. Use the heat to forge a stronger version of yourself. Module 4. The Trap of Greatness. The quote, "If you're not humble, life will visit humbleness upon you." We live in a culture of "look at me." We build digital monuments to our own importance. But the higher you build your ego, the harder the world will work to knock it down. Mike Tyson reached the absolute summit of fame and realized it was a cage. True power isn't in being the greatest. It's in being grounded enough that you don't need the world to tell you who you are. Stay humble by choice, or life will do it for you. When the ego finally breaks, something else takes its place. Something much more powerful. Module 5. The Freedom of Nobody. The quote, "When I know I'm nobody, I could never be offended." Why do we get so angry when someone insults us? Because we're protecting an image. We're protecting the somebody we think we are. Mike found a strange, beautiful freedom in realizing that he didn't need to be a character anymore. When you let go of the need to be important, you become invincible. You can't hurt a man who has no image to protect. That is the ultimate stress relief. the quiet confidence of being nobody. Module 6, the wisdom of pain. The quote, "God lets everything happen for a reason. It's all a learning process, and you have to go from one level to another." We often view our mistakes as permanent stains, but Mike's life shows us that transformation requires a breakdown. The Iron Mike of the 80s had to die so the wise man of today could live. Your current struggle isn't a dead end. It's a level. You are being refined. The pain you feel today is just the friction of you moving toward the person you're meant to become. Mike Tyson's journey from the most feared man on earth to a man of profound peace teaches us one thing. The ego is a heavy mask to wear. You don't need to be the baddest to be happy. You just need to be real. Today, take one step toward that peace. Stop planning perfectly. Start acting with discipline, and let go of the need to be somebody. The fight is over. You've already won.